Have you ever felt time slip through your fingers? A moment so strange, so out of place, that it made you question reality itself? A face in an old photograph that looks exactly like yours, but taken a century ago? A door you swore was there yesterday, now vanished without a trace? What if I told you, time is not a straight line? That in the hidden cracks of reality, the past, present, and future are colliding in ways we can't explain? There are stories, terrifying, mind-bending stories, of people who have stepped into the past, of whispers from the future, of travelers who claim they have seen what lies ahead, and some who never returned. Hold on tight, because once we step into the unknown, there's no turning back. Have you ever experienced a glitch in time? A strange déjà vu so powerful it felt like you had already lived that moment before? A shadowy figure appearing in an old photograph where no one should have been? A vivid dream of the future that later came true in eerie detail? What if I told you that time is not as rigid as we believe? That buried deep in history are stories of people who vanished without a trace, only to reappear decades later, unchanged? That some have received phone calls from the future, met visitors who knew things they shouldn't, or stepped into buildings that no longer existed in the present? Could time be folding in on itself, creating pathways where the past, present, and future bleed together? Could time travelers be walking among us, their existence hidden behind bizarre mysteries that defy explanation? Hold tight, because the deeper we go, the stranger it gets.
The Vanishing Hotel.
A doorway through time. In 1979, two couples, Jeff and Pauline Simpson and Len and Cynthia Gisby, were on vacation in France. As night fell, they searched for a hotel and stumbled upon a charming, old-fashioned inn with wooden doors, antique furniture, and staff dressed in clothes from another era. They checked in, had dinner, and noticed something odd. There were no modern conveniences, no phones, no electricity. Even the bathroom fixtures seemed centuries old. The staff acted normally but spoke in a strangely outdated dialect. The next morning, the couples took photos of the inn and its surroundings before paying their bill, a shockingly low sum. As they drove on, they stopped at a different hotel on their way back and asked about the old inn. The answer sent chills down their spines. No such place existed. Thinking they had taken a wrong turn, they tried retracing their route, but the inn was gone. The road they had driven on no longer existed. Even more terrifying, their photographs of the hotel developed as blank images. Had they unknowingly stepped into a pocket of the past? Was this an echo of a time long gone? Or had time briefly looped back on itself, allowing them a glimpse into a past frozen in time? The man who arrived from the future, a Wall Street time traveler? In the early 2000s, the FBI arrested a man named Andrew Carlson, who had turned $800 into $350 million in just 2 weeks on the stock market. They accused him of insider trading, but Carlson had no connections, no background. He seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. Under questioning, he made a shocking claim. "I am a time traveler from the year 2256. He explained that in his time, stock market fluctuations were well-documented historical facts. He had simply used the records to make trades that seemed impossibly lucky. Skeptical, the FBI pressed him for proof. He offered to reveal the location of Osama bin Laden and even a cure for AIDS, but they refused to believe him. Then, just as mysteriously as he had appeared, Carlson vanished from his high-security prison cell before his trial. No record of his release exists. No family ever came forward. It was as if he had never existed. Was he a fraud, a hoax? Or had someone, perhaps his future handlers, pulled him back into his timeline before he could change too much of history? The Green Children of Woolpit, visitors from another world? One of the oldest recorded time slip cases happened in 12th century England. In the small village of Woolpit, farmers discovered two children, one boy and one girl, hiding near a wolf pit. They had green skin, spoke in an unknown language, and wore clothing unlike anything seen before. The villagers took them in. Over time, they learned English and began to speak of their home, a place called St. Martin's Land, where the sun never shone and everything was perpetually twilight. The boy died soon after, but the girl adapted to her new life. She later married, but never fully explained where they had come from except to say that they had wandered into a mysterious cave, heard a loud noise, and suddenly found themselves in this strange new world. Was St. Martin's Land a lost city beneath the earth? A parallel dimension? Or did these children slip through a time rift from a distant past or future? The Time-Traveling Hipster, a photograph that shouldn't exist. In 2010, researchers studying old photographs found something disturbing in a picture taken at the reopening of a bridge in 1941. Among the crowd of suits and hats typical of the time, one man stood out. He wore modern sunglasses, a printed t-shirt, and held a small portable camera, far too advanced for the 1940s. Experts examined the photograph and confirmed it was authentic and unedited. Who was he? A time traveler caught in the act? Someone from the future accidentally stepping into the past? Or was history far more complex than we ever imagined? Mind-bending time travel theories that could explain these cases. The scientific world is just beginning to scratch the surface of time travel. While many dismiss these stories as myths, others believe they may hint at something much larger. 1. The block universe theory. Is the future already written? This theory suggests that past, present, and future exist simultaneously. We simply experience them in a linear way. Time travel might just be a matter of accessing different parts of this block reality. 2. The butterfly effect. A small change alters everything. If time travelers have visited us, they may be extremely careful not to change anything, as even the smallest alteration could ripple through history and rewrite our reality. 3. Cosmic strings. The universe's hidden highways. Some physicists believe the universe contains thin, invisible cosmic strings that, when crossed, could send someone into another point in time. Could stepping through the wrong place at the wrong time mean falling into the past? 4. The simulation hypothesis. Is time just a program? What if we're living in a simulation and time travel is just a hidden function that a select few have discovered how to use? Could people like Andrew Carlson or the man from Tord have found a way to hack reality? Final thought, are you next? What if time travel is happening all around us, but only certain people slip through unnoticed? What if you have already time traveled? Maybe in a forgotten dream, a glitch of deja vu, or a memory that doesn't quite fit. Perhaps time is not as solid as we believe. Maybe one day, while walking down the street, you'll turn a corner and step into another century. Would you go back? Or would you embrace the mystery, knowing that history is far stranger than we ever imagined? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest